Hey guys, Miss Gan here and Griffey. He's watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Oh, actually, no, it's Mickey and the Roadster Racers. So you may hear him pop up from time to time. What I want to talk to you guys about is if you see this image here, this is a photography image that I have taken recently. And I went ahead and labeled everything like I would if I was participating in your assignment. I'll do a drawing later this week, but today, I just wanted to show it to you in a different art style, which is photography, which is what I like to do. This image right here, this is my friend Kristen, and we were doing kind of a Renaissance medieval style photo shoot for the book that I'm writing. And so I wanted to use some of those imagery. This one isn't fully edited, it's just got a little bit of hints of editing here and there. But I wanted to show you guys. Let's see if I can move this. I can't. Okay. But I wanted to show you guys what I would do if I was you guys um, doing this editing, or not doing this editing, blah, blah, blah. Doing this piece for the assignment. Okay. Sorry, my brain is a little foggy this morning. Okay. So, first, let's talk about variety. So, variety, can anyone tell me what variety is? Let's look here. Variety containing different elements to create interest and focal points. To create interest and focal points. I don't know what happened. I thought it was supposed to show you where I was going. Okay, anyways, variety is to create interest and focal points. So the focal point of this image is herself, and then the variety is having a nice foggy background with some mountains and trees. Okay, so that's the variety in the piece. Let's talk about unity. What is unity? Unity or harmony is emphasizing specific elements of art to connect the whole work of art. So she is what unifies this piece and the background. So the background, everything kind of works together. The color palettes, I went with more of a green and brown tones for her outfit to create a sense of unity in the piece because everything else is green and brown tones. Okay. Proportion. Let's talk about proportion. Proportion is the relationship of elements to each other and to the whole point of art in comparison. So, this image is pretty proportionate. Truthfully, the only thing that I would wish she would was scooted over just a little bit right here, and it would have made her completely center in the image and make it completely proportionate to the image. Okay, does that make sense? Let's move on. We're going to do emphasis. Emphasis, if you don't know that, is the focal point to the piece. What is the emphasis of the piece? Herself is the emphasis, and also her sword is the emphasis. We want to really project her and that sword in contrast to everything else that's going on. That's your emphasis. And contrast is the way that I created contrast in this image is with the coloring. So you've got the darks and the lights of the field. That creates contrast. Also, the fact the nature versus person creates a contrast, and the silver of the blade with the natural colors of the background also creates a contrast. Now we'll talk about balance. There are two types of balance. You've got asymmetrical balance and symmetrical balance. And you want to have a type of balance that's pleasing to the eye. So in this way, it is balanced because she's got space on this side and space on this side, and she is balanced right there in the center. She's almost balanced in the center of the curve of the mountains as well. And her feet are almost proportionately balanced as well. So there's a nice balance to this piece. Again, if she was perfectly balanced, she'd be moved just slightly over to the side here. Okay, repetition. Repetition and pattern are an element of art that is repeated or an organized way to create a pattern. Now, patterns aren't always something specific like square, 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 or polka dots, dot, 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 dot. The repetition here is the stalks of plant here and the stalks of plant here. There's a repetition and a balance to that, which actually creates more of an emphasis for her in the center. There's also repetition of the trees in the background. That makes sense. Now, movement. Movement is in the way that her arm is projecting the sword downward. There's movement. It draws your eye from where she's standing to where the sword is. There's movement there. The mountains, the way that they start here and kind of cascade down, there's movement in that as well. So I think that covers everything. Movement is what draws the eye. So, what makes your eye move around the piece? It doesn't actually have to be a physical movement, but what makes your eye move around the piece? Like the movement of the mountains, like I mentioned. Or you start when you're looking at her and then you notice her hands downwards. So, you follow the downward slope of the sword. Okay, so that is an example of what I'm looking for. If you like to do photography, that's art too. So if you wanted to take a picture and label it like I've labeled it here, then you're more than welcome to do that. I know some people were like, Miss Gann, I can't draw. But that's okay. Art is not just about drawing, art is about a bunch of other things too. So this is an example. You can use photography and then you can label it. I used canva.com to do this on. And if you do it that way, then you can just download it and put it in a link in the Google Drive. Okay. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to message me. Feel free to comment below. Tell me what you think. Do you like this picture? If you like this picture, I can use more from this series so that you can see more of the images that I've created photography wise with this one series. But if you're interested, that's just something I could show you. And if you want me to do a drawing specifically that has all these elements in it as well, I can do that as well. So just let me know. Thanks. We'll see you guys later. I hope you're having a good day. Bye. I'm trying to stop this video. I don't know what's happening. Uh-oh. 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 What is happening? Uh-oh.